closer to Hello, good night, good night. Welcome. As you come, please hit that like button for me, please. As you come. All right, just bear with me a little bit. I'm just waiting until I get about 5 individuals on it. Then I will start the discussion. Hey dog, keep your eyes out there. I say, but me for them, you see. All along they know I'm back, you know, and as they see me come right here, so now come sit. The dog start to bark. Stop. Don't make no more sound. So as you come, guys, please hit the like button for me, please. Oh, I don't know why I don't remember. I can't remember to walk with my glasses, you know. So you see me, I draw it up close to me so I can see. So welcome one and all. Welcome. This is your girl, Lady K. Welcome to Chattings. Tonight I'm just going to chat. Literally, just chat. Yeah. So it is Wednesday night, people. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but growing up on Wednesday night, we used to go to church service on Wednesday nights, Adventist. So it used to be, why, people, we used to eat Sunday night service. It used to be, it used to be boring. Jesus, please. So I never like Sunday night, but Wednesday night service, it wasn't so bad because what they used to do on Wednesday night was testimony and so forth and give a little word of encouragement. Hold on here, let me talk to my dog. Max, please stop your eyes out there. Yes, sir, thank you. Do you like what Coco is doing on Puff? Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Right. So I never really mind the Wednesday night because it was good and it provide word of encouragement to you just to push forward until the weekend. So I love that. So until this day, even though I don't attend church when it comes on to Wednesday night, I realize that most Wednesday nights I do the same thing. Like before, yes, I don't read Bible on my phone. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. So I read it. You see how I look? Yes. So most Wednesday nights, I realize that I draw for this. And I will just read maybe a 1 or 2 chapters, and then I go to bed. And I make sure every single night that I pray. Guys, as you come, please hit the like button for me. Please hit the like button. I make sure that I pray. And I'm going to tell you the honestly truth. You see, now as an adult, I've seen where it is beneficial because it is sometimes when you work in some stressful industry. Hold on. Right. When you work in some stressful industry, you realize that when you can tune out, I Wendy boss, welcome. As you come, please hit the like button for me, please all. So when you work in some stressful situation and you can tune it out and you can just tune into God. And I can tell you for sure, You see this book right here? You always find some words of encouragement in it every single time you do. And since lately, I am watching what is going on social media, and I don't know if I'm the only one. But yes, I understand that in the last days, His Spirit will be poured out to men, and people are going to come, them are going to prophesy, them are going to preach the word. Yes, I understand that. But also, in the last days, you're going to have some people coming up and they're going to tell you that they have a word from God, and it is not from God. And I am watching what is going on social media. And at times, I find myself, hello Maria Products, welcome, how you doing? Right. I find myself questioning what these people doing, the message that they come with. One, I was listening to this young lady. She was speaking about Spice. This is a dancehall artist. They refer to her as the queen of dancehall. She was saying that she got a word from God for Spice, and she was there and she was talking. And I remember when I was watching her, and I was like, I don't understand why this girl looks so. But I say, you know what? Thou shalt not judge, and I leave it alone. Then I came on another one, and this lady was saying that she have a word for cartel. And I'm like, but wait, how about go on? Literally, because I see quite a few individuals on social media. I'm talking about the prophetess, the prophets, the apostles, whatever you want to call them, saying that they have a word from God for Vibes Cartel. And I'm like, what is going on? And let me tell you why I'm saying this. Because I'm going to be honest. I believe if you're a man of God, a woman of God, and you get a word for someone, what are you going to do? You're going to deliver that word directly to the person. You're not going to tell John Public about it, because remember, you get a word for that individual. Every single one of these individuals that they say that they get a message for, they're on social media. You can easily send them a message. And I'm wondering why they're coming out. I was watching one, and when I was looking at her, I was like, mm-mm. And I don't think they realize important their appearance is. Because you see, when they dress a certain way, we're not really focused on the message. We're going to focus on the lip. We're going to focus on the makeup that they have on. We're going to focus on their entire attire. Entire so yeah, right, that's what we're going to focus on. And that is what happened with this young lady that came out and say that she have a word for Spice. People never really business but the word that she had for Spice. Everybody was talking about her lip, how she look and everything. And nothing is wrong if you're a man or woman of God and you look good. Nothing wrong with that if you look good. But you have to bear in mind that when you're doing your makeup, when you're dressing, it can't be so distracting to your audience where what they're supposed to focus on, they're not going to focus on. Because really and truly, what you're supposed to focus on is the message that is being delivered. And when you come and you dress a particular way, you have on the heap of makeup, guess what they're going to look at? They're going to focus on the makeup. They're going to focus if it's red lipstick, all of them something. That's what you're going to focus on. And I'm like, wow, wow. Because I say, when you're looking at the comments, the people then turn her out. Then tell her say she a false prophet, she remove from you, and all sort of things people said to her. And I was like, wow. Because I'm wondering, I don't know, I don't know, but I'm just wondering if she was genuine. Because you see, if she was genuine, you see that message there? It just flushed down the toilet. It just gone. Just because of the way she looked. So I would want for these people who say that they get a word from God. Send it. Hi Sandy. Good night. Good night. Send it to the individual's inbox. You know, but I'll go post it in a this and I expect it to go viral. Send it to the person who you get it for. No matter, get everybody involved. And when you come in and you're going to preach the word of God, make sure say you're just appropriate. Make sure say you look like a man or woman of God. Because if you don't, you have fast ass people like myself who are gonna sit down and we are gonna critique, you know. That is just how social media is. And that's what happened with this young lady. So I just hope all of them out there just pay attention to the word. They're not supposed to focus on the amount of followers and subscribers that they can get. Just pay attention to the word that they have to deliver. That's how I view it. Let me see me again with another one. The other night, what I had in my hand, a balloon. Then one night I have a toy, a car, and tonight I have a teddy. And then they're all over the place and you walk and you pick them up. That's what happened. Right. So, hello. Oh, Lord. Can you please hit the like button for me, please, my four wonderful individuals? And thank you so much for joining. I really and truly appreciate it. So you can just hit that like button for me. Please, you could be doing anything else. You could be watching Netflix. You could be on another platform, but choose to come over here to listen to this Margafoot girl. So welcome, and please hit the like button for me. Now, people, I am going to speak about as much as all the topic and when we just had up, but focusing on ourselves. I never put the title there, I should have done that. Focusing on ourselves, minding our own business overall. And I hope you all will get the message that I am trying to deliver. Now, I don't know if you all see what is happening on social media, especially here in Jamaica. I'm not talking about Clarendon. Not talking about what happened in Clarendon. Because people, every time I think about it, I have to say, how can we be so cool towards each other? So, I'm not talking about what is happening in Clarendon. I'm talking about overall, with what is happening with individuals, especially the entertainers and so forth. Now, recently, Vice Cartel, Sean Storm, and I wouldn't call him Sus, I don't even remember the next one. They were released from prison. And I don't know if I'm the only one who is sitting down and looking what is happening with these gentlemen, because what they're doing, is that they were released from prison, and what you see the posting is how they're spending times with their loved ones. They're spending time with their kids, spending time with their mother, spending time with their girlfriend, and so forth. That is what you see. And some people will wonder why they're doing that. Yeah, man to man is so unjust. So true, Maria. Right. Some people will wonder why they're doing that and why they're not focusing on making music or something. But I hope every single one of us understand Max again, what is happening with these men, because they were behind bars over a decade. They are now free. They can spend the time with their loved ones, and that is what they choose to do. They could spend the time going on the street corner, go dig out their and go par with this a man, that a man, and get themselves in a problem again. They could do that, but they decide not to do that. They could be in the studio day after day, put out song after song. That is something that they could do. But if you realize, what they choose to do is to spend time with their children, their family. Because to me, they realize how important having these individuals in their life is. They realize that the time that they lost, they can't get it back. So when you're looking at as much as how their daughters are big women, young ladies now, they're no business about that. They're going to come and they're going to do all of the silly stuff with them. They're going to carry them shopping. They're going to make videos because they understand that, guess what? I have missed out on 10 years, 11 years, 13 years. Now my daughter is 17, 16, and all of that. So they are focusing on what really and truly matter to them, which is their family and their kids. Now, you have We out here now, we know. We never gonna behind bars. We have all the time of on our hand. We do anything we want, but yet still, we are not focusing on what really and truly matter to us. And let me tell you the reason why I say that. What we tend to do is focus on what the next man is doing. If you look at social media, and I always talk about social media because I am on social media right now, I'm using it. These men realize their life are limited. So true, exactly. So I will speak about social media because I am on social media. So if you look at what is happening on social media, you realize, that a lot of persons, before they focus on what really and truly matters to them, they're focusing on people problem. They are focusing on people business and all of that. And you have to wonder how it ever benefit you, what you're getting out of it. Because we really and truly not getting anything. You're losing out on the time when you could be spending building your business. You're losing out on the time that you could spend with your child, with your spouse, with your brother, your sister. You're losing out on all of that because you're focusing on other people's business. When you look at social media with what is happening, you realize people are attacking each other day in, day out, every single step of the way, especially we Jamaicans. We come out, we attack, we cuss out with one another, tell one another about we F, tell one another about we B clap, all of those things. That is what is happening. And at the end of the day, a lot of us, we're sitting down and life is just passing us by. You realize that today your child is 4. You sit, by the next time the child reach a certain age. And you wonder when the child reach a certain age, oh, when the child gets so big, because you're sitting there focusing on other people problem, people business, and you're not taking care of what you should. And that's the reason why. Now, I hear people always talk that people holding them back on life. You will watch someone and you will say, okay, that person I drive a Benz, that person I drive the BMW, the Audi, the Range Rover, that person business I succeed. And you sit there and you focus so much on what that next person is doing, not realizing that you could be doing something for yourself. You don't have to be doing the same thing that Jana do. You could find something else do. But because you're focusing on what the next person doing, you bad mind the person. You say all sort of manner of thing in your mind about the person. Guess what happened? It has stifle you. It's holding your back. And because it has hold your back, you're not going where you're supposed to go. You realize that you're always miserable. You're always in the stagnant position that you were in 10 years ago. Because you are really and truly not focusing on what you should, what matter to you. You see, anytime we block out what is happening in the environment and we focus on ourselves, we focus on where we want to be. I remember back in the days when I was young, and I always used to go to interviews because I remember when I left college, I sent out like it was only maybe 60 something job application, and I got called for some. And one question they always used to ask, where do you see yourself 5 years or 10 years from now? And I realized that question, it always used to come. And at one point I was like, why do they keep on asking that? And it is the same thing I would want for individuals on social media, individuals who are busy, even those off social media, busy, looking at the next person profile, looking what they have, looking at the fact that that person just posted that they're at Rio with the spouse. That person just posted that they just went on a trip to Miami, or they're in St. Kitts enjoying their time. That person just posted that they just got a new Kia or a new Honda or something. and you're busy there focusing on that, I would want for us to look and ask ourselves, where do we want to be come the next 5 years or the next 10 years? And we just lock into that. Because you see, if you ever say, all right, the next 10 years, more own my house, more drive one Benz, more have a business, more have two picnic, something like that. You focus on that. You focus on what will make you better as a human being. You focus on what you want to accomplish. Simple put it like that. But no, people are busy watching people, what they post on TikTok, what they post on IG, what they post on Facebook. We're busy doing that. And when you're busy, I remember some time ago, I was sitting, minding my own business in a doctor office. And I hear this young guy, he was sitting with a girl. It seemed like she was his girlfriend because she was pregnant, had a little belly in front of her. And he was like to her, but watch out, I went then buy one next car. Eh, may I tell you, I saw the scamming thing turn up, And I was like, okay, then, I don't know who them attack, Me just a fast in a people business. And I was saying to myself, so imagine if the person, them not do that. Imagine if the person work hard enough to buy the vehicle. And now they're sitting there and they're saying that because maybe them not have none, or maybe them a drive one 2010 car or something. And I was just there and I was there. And me I look. And it like when he realized me I look, it's like he did a wonder when me I look pan. Me just hold up my eye and I go like I TV over my head me I look pan. At the time I in me I fall, me I look pan. Because I was saying that to myself, and that is something that a lot of us tend to do. When we see another man achieve, we say the next man in a scamming, we say the next man in a some illegal activities, not realizing that maybe that same individual are work night and day for what they have. But we are so easy to jump to the conclusion to say that person a scam, them a scam for where them get. So that's the reason why I would want for us to focus really and truly on where we want to be. Focus on our business. Altia Benbow, good night, good night. Why you crying? What happened? What happened, Altia? Welcome. Okay. I hope whatever you're going through, or if it is what is happening in Jamaica, just say a prayer for us. Right. Just focus on what really and truly matter. You see, any day we can tune out people. Any day we can stop watch people business and put all of that energy, on ourselves. You see, any day we do that, oh Lord, we are going to realize that that house that you want, you're going to realize that you start save towards it. The car, you're going to realize that you start do everything to achieve it. You start work harder. You start asking to get the OT and everything and save towards it. Any day you start to do that. There, I see two persons basically on social media, and I remember some time ago there was a statement where they were saying that one was involved in selling the white angel, if you all know what I'm talking about. And the person came out and the person was saying not a thing or so. And the person started to tell their background as to where they're coming from and so forth. Or they used to sleep in a people's house. They used to beg people to put them up, sleep in a cellar, catch your son tonight, and that's how they used to do it. And what when I was listening, what I realized is that holy pawi, people sit and people look pan we and people talk say how you involved in a this, how a man put you there so, how all of them something there. Not understanding how hard the person had to work. I don't know if you ever realize that sometimes you see the persons that complain the most and find fault with every single soul. I don't know if you realize that majority of the time they don't have anything. Them not achieve nothing in their life. Why? Because they're too busy focusing on what Tom have, focusing on what Sandy have, focusing on what Maria have, focusing on what Jake have. So because they're so busy focusing on all of that, they don't have any time to put in the hard work in themselves to make sure so them get something. Them not have it. Because them busy and walk up and down and focus on this and that and everything. I remember I used to live in this you just go ask the woman there. The woman can tell you everything. She can tell you which man come at the gate, come check over a woman. She can tell you which man in the community there with which woman. She can tell you who there with the taxi driver. Everything the woman could tell you. And why? She know all of that. Because every single day, the woman used to sit on her gate. When she don't sit on her gate, she dep on her veranda. When she not did it, she walk go down at the shop and so she do it. And because of that, she could tell what other people did I do. She could have tell you what them did I do, but guess what happened? She remain in the same position. She not come out of it. She not start mind for her business all now. She busy and mind other people business. Busy a fast from other people problem. And until this day, she in the same position. The other day, I remember I was driving through the community and I saw her house. And I said, Lord have mercy. I saw her house run down. And guess who was sitting at the gate? The same lady. Sitting at the gate. And when you look, everybody else in the community, they might achieve something, they might grow, they're building on what they have. But yet still, she's sitting down there, minding people business, not realizing that while she's doing that, hers I left behind. She not achieve nothing for herself. And that with a whole heap away. That is what happened with a lot of us. I remember some time ago I was speaking to this young lady and she was telling me, say, basically, school a waste of time and all of that, And I remember I was like, why school a waste of time? She had said, the same money where you can make it. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But after all of that passed, what else you going to do? And she was like, okay, no. And she went on to start discussing somebody else. And when she was discussing the person, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if she realized that that young lady who she was speaking about had a degree in IT and a master's in IT. I was saying to myself, I wonder if she realized that that young lady is working overseas in a one big IT company while she's sitting here just doing a little work here and there. Because that is what happened to us. Even in organization, you have the group of individuals, they sit, then watch who do them work, them not do nothing because they're so busy. A yap, 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 yap. So they might watch the person where they do watch her work. I choose you want employee of the year, choose you want the extra bonus, and yet still they are not putting in the work. Yet still, them now go the extra mile to make sure that their clients are happy. They're just doing the norm. They just come work, all right. Work start 9 o'clock, then sign in 8:55. 9 o'clock, then start work. Work finish 5 o'clock. 4:30, then stop work. That's how they work. And yet still at the end of the day, the person that reach work early, go the extra mile, figure drop off this to the clients and do all of that, is they're achieving and they're sitting down a bad mind, the individuals. I remember when I was doing, well, I still do it, when I was mostly focusing on a particular topic on social media, I remember that a set of ladies, they were always I discuss another lady, who was achieving and who was doing art. And I was like, I wonder if they realize what is happening. Because they're sitting there day after day, I discuss, I chat, and this person not pay them the mind, this person not try to get this a new business, this a new this, and just a achieve. That's what is happening. And guess what? That's what a lot of us do. We focus on other people's business and ours are spoiled. So right now you have a whole heap of people here in Jamaica, them are focused on cartel, and the woman. They were talk about how cartel threatening woman, how cartel woman are nine, all sort of something them are focused on. And when you check a stock, them can't tell you when last, them see the man with them there with. Them can't tell you when last, them hear from the man with them claim say for them man. Them can't tell you last, them hear from the people, them woman. And yet still they're sitting down, watching another set of individuals who are happy. Hey Max, stop your eyes out there now. Lord have mercy. Who are happy in their relationship. And them they realize that, hey, me need to focus on my relationship too. Hold on. In agreement with, in agree, well, Maria, leave people business alone. I agree with you, my Jamaican sister. Thank you, Annette Brown. Welcome. Right. So we just have to just stop do that. You see, any day, just try to stick within your own lane. Oh Lord, may I tell you something? The peace of mind that you're going to get, it's going to be so wonderful. You're going to realize that you start to climb the ladder. You move from one level to the next because finally you're now focusing on what you want for yourself. You're focusing on what is better. You're focusing on what is going to make you happy in life. So you're going to realize, say, hey, every time you put one money in a bank account and you reach 120,000, 25,000, you see change to 30, 35. Hey, this when you reach 100,000. Hey, me have 100,000, me save 100,000. When you reach 200, oh Lord. So just imagine, when it reach 1,000,000. Oh, good evening. Hey, Terence, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Right, just imagine how you're going to feel when it reach $1,000,000. Because if the small stuff, make you so happy. So just imagine. And that's what I would want for people to understand. Just focus on yourself. Focus on what makes you happy. Because anytime you do that, your life is going to be so much better. It's going to be beautiful. I remember, people, when I started building my house, and I said, Jesus and peace, and when me I go finish this? Every minute me to say, and when me I go finish this? And what I used to do back then is I used to take care of a lot of children. Them time them never have one pitney people. Not one child I had for myself. And I was taking care of people, children, send lunch money, buy back to school stuff, like when back to school used to come. I can tell you, me used to spend all $40,000 for back to school. Me never have no pitney, at the time, and I used to do that. And I remember something happened once, and this lady that I used to help, she asked for a bag, and I gave her a bag. Unfortunately, it wasn't, well, I said unfortunate, it wasn't a name brand bag. It was just a simple bag, but it was a good bag. And the lady must have said to somebody, say, what kind of bag this me buy? Might as well me never bother buying no bag. And I was like, what? Because I believe that time back to school, I spent, maybe it was a pretty penny. It was a lot. And after that, I say, you know what, me just go focus on family. Me not focus on stranger and them child. Me go focus on just buying me go back to school with my family, from my family members and so forth. And I did that. And what I realized, me stop send lunch money here. Me stop give this a smarty, this a $5,000 a month and this a $10,000 a month. Me start saving money. And I remember when I started working back on my house, I'm like, but wait. I was like, whoa. Because all along, I was saying that I wouldn't be able to do it. Would have to go take out one bank loan or something. So me start focus on that now. Remember, I used to spend a pretty penny sending people children back to school. Me did I take care of people, medical bills, all sort of things, giving people grocery and so forth. While my house, when it rained, it used to wet because the water used to come through the unfinished part. So it used to be a dry weather house back then. I remember once I was downstairs, I think it was in 2020. One, yes, it was 2021 when we had some tropical storm that passed through, and the water was coming down like it was falls, like there are Duns River Falls or Reggae Falls, and the water come down. That's how the water was coming down the staircase. I mean, like, no man, no. I mean, stop do that, people. And in less than 6 months, I was able, me realize me start fix yourself, me fix one problem, me move on, me fix the next problem, that me move on, and I saw me start read. And some time ago I was like, oh Moses, how when we read so far? How when we done all of this? Because guess what? I stopped focusing on people problems and I started focusing on mine. Me focus on what mattered to me. I finally realized, that helping people, and while I was there sitting down in need and nobody now can help me, it never did I reach anywhere. It never did I get me anywhere. My house did I mash up. So me stop focus on people sending them picnic back to school. Stop focus on buying the grocery. Stop focus on taking the prescription and going to pharmacy. And when you swipe, you hear, oh, $15,000. And you buy it, Yes, God bless you. But when you start focus on what is important to you, what really matter, you see the payoff. And I was able to complete a nice set of work with a whole heap where I could sit comfortable, do what I want, and then I went back now. Last, I think it was in 2022. Was it 2022? No, it wasn't 21. It was 2020. It was 2020 or 2019, sometime there. And then I went back now and I said, all right, let me help one, two person here or so. And before I was doing it by myself. Now I had some individuals now, co-worker who used to say, all right, so one $5,000 here, buy this. Oh, so one pack a book here, so some pens here. And I realized that, okay, it has become so much easier because guess what? You take the time out, you focus on yourself, you make sure that you're in a comfortable position. And when you're in that comfortable position, now you can go and lend that helping hand to other individuals because guess what? You are now better able to reach others, and you understand. So I would just want for other people to understand that it don't make no sense. Yeah, get up. You go say, you go do this to for that a man. You go fill this a prescription will cost that. You go buy this a grocery and so forth. And sometimes when you look in your cupboard, you realize, say, hey, the rice done. Oh, me not have no mackerel. Oh, me not have no tuna for make sandwich. And you give away it all. Make sure that you focus on yourself. Think about what really and truly matter for you. And anytime you do that, you're going to realize that everything start flow the way it's supposed to. Everything are going to fall in place. Before you clean someone else, and make sure your house exactly. And that is what I started to do. And it worked out. It worked out. So it no make no sense. We sit and we watch what people are do. We complain. When you see that woman the out there, so Lord, what that she in her, she can dress better. And guess what? When you walk, you have to draw down your skirt to cover your behind. When you sit, you have to draw down your blouse. You don't see that, just because the person is in something that is mesh, and you feel so what you're in a cotton, and the person in a one crochet pattern or something, you know really much better. Because when you walk, you have to draw down your skirt. If a shorts, you have to draw it down. Blouse, you have to make sure it's the titty then not exposed. Message retracted. What was that? I wonder. I wonder. Okay then, right. So we just have to understand that you show people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. So true. Yep. So true. I agree with that 100%. No, listen to these people. Oh, guys, let me tell you, where did I put them? I am happy to announce that I am getting back to school supplies. Yes. You see what me I talk about? Remember before I said that I used to take the money out of my own pocket. I still do that, But we used to take out 140,000 out of my pay and do all of them something there. And then me sit down in the middle of September, wonder how me I go back at work. Or call the little man and be a pest for the little man for money if I go back to work. But guess what? I am getting back to school supplies this year. So thanks to the Alvin Mackenzie Scholarship Fund over there. Which state where are you from? Georgia, right? I don't get them yet, but I have the paper. So once they reach, I will go and I will collect it. So I will come and I will show you all of that and everything. So blessings and people, please, we are asking you. Support, 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 support. So I could show the paper, but I'm afraid I got all of the paper. I want to see some information like the address. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna black out. I'm gonna black out then something there like the address, the name can show because it is being shipped in my charity name because remember, it is SK Second Chance Limited. That's the name of my non-profit organization. So the items are being shipped in that name. So I won't have to black out that, but I can black out the others because the address is there and the telephone number. I don't have my number already and all of that. But as I was saying, what did I say again? Lord of mercy. I got distracted, right? So I was doing it before all by myself. And then my co-workers, well, my former co-workers, I no longer work there, they started to help. And you see how far it gone now. Gone abroad. Get sponsor. So big up Maria Products and the Alvin Mackenzie Scholarship Funds. Big up. Right. I may not get them yet, but all I can say is thanks be to God. They're on the way. I am hoping that I will be able to get them before, well, hopefully by next week or the other week. So I can just drive around in the market all over and look for individuals and bless them. One thing I can tell on people, whenever I'm going to have to video everything now because it's not coming out of my pocket. Before, I never used to post what I do because I was doing everything. I take out my money because I don't pay tithes. Yeah, I don't pay tithes. So I always say that is my giving back. So I just normally take out a little money out of my pay, and if it means I buy some grocery, I buy it, I give it away, buy back to school supply, I do that and everything. But what I will be doing this year is that I will be blessing a young lady with part of her tuition, not everything, but part. So she will be going to the Portmore Community College, bright young lady, but unfortunately, she was trying to get some scholarship and it no work out. So she had tried student loan, me no. She said she it not look like that I go work out too, but she going. So I will be paying. So remember, normally I use it to buy back to school. This year, help someone pay their school fee. So when you focus on yourself, everything what you used to do for people, everything, it used to stress you out. It used to become like, oh Lord, oh me I go manage. And then you see when you focus on yourself, you make yourself comfortable in life where you can learn and helping onto these individuals. You realize that it's just going to flow. It will become like 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's how it's going to come easy. You don't have to worry. And when you do it, it won't feel like you're putting a pressure on yourself, on your bank account. You're going to shorten your pitney or so. No. So focus on yourself. And oh, I just remember where I was going. No, this young lady, she was telling me a story. And what happened is that she said she someone was telling her about my story because I'm not shame my chat enough. I always talk about my story. So somebody was telling her about my story, so she started to tell me about hers. And what she said is that she got married in 1999. A big woman, but we refer to her as young lady still. And she was married to this man. This man decided that he was going to leave and go overseas on farm work. He went in doing farm work and everything. Come back. The last time he went, he decided that he's not going to come back. He run off. Now, lo and behold, she find out. She don't, the man don't know, so she know. She found out that he got himself in some problem over there with the law, and basically it seemed like they might send him back home. So she said he reached out to her and he did a talk to her nice, and I asked her all sorts of questions. She said she was wondering why. Why? Because she said when she finally built back herself in her 40 something years now, build back herself, and she's able to do something with her life, you know. She said she finally feel okay, good. Me comfortable, me soon 60, me can enjoy myself and so forth. She said she understand that she got married at a very early age and all of that. And this man no one come back in her life to hold her down. So she was like, no, she not gonna do it. Then he asked her to do something, and she said no, she not do it because she finally focused on herself. Because she said all along she was focusing on him and the children and everything. And he went overseas, start his life, and she was out here. She said she built back herself and she enjoy life now, and he want to come back in the picture. So she said, what you that do? I was like, because you see, in life, you see, anytime you realize that you're in a comfortable position, you realize that God is blessing you. Guess what gonna happen? All of the crosses, them, where you run with left, all of them are going to want to come back. You're going to realize the same set of people, them, who did that make you dead for hungry. Do you believe God made some people flawless? No. No, I don't believe so. We all have sin. We all have some imperfection. So I don't believe that, Terence. Right. So you're going to realize that when everything I go your way, you're going to see the old crosses, them a come. Them a call up your phone. They want to come to. You're going to realize that the devil start to tempt you. He might go send this a person, that a person. All of them. I believe he made you flawless. Oh, I true, you don't know this a girl who, Terence? Me? Step on me toe. Step on me toe. You see how me look calm? That's the reason why I try to remain calm. Because you see, if someone push the button and push it too wrong, trust me, me dangerous. Dangerous them way there. So nobody judge me based on how me look and everything. I'm not a Christian. I'm just like this because I am a country girl, grew up in a church. I said it before. Me used to go to church Saturday and Sunday. So it's sinking here. So what you're going to have now in your life, back to what I was saying, is that everything will be flowing. The job, all right. The marriage, all right. Or the relationship that you're in, fine. The children, doing good in school, them a help out with in the house, them not give no problem, them not stay out late, them not full of this and all of that. So you're going to realize everything going the way it's supposed to, because God is blessing you. God remove all of the obstacle out of your life. And now he's saying, my child, let me bless you. Let you enjoy life. And you see, when time the old one from down wherever I'm the devil see all of that, he's going to send all of them because he wants them to distract you. He wants them to take you off track. He might go send them all of the crosses them where you take out of your life. The man who used to control you, God remove him. The man whenever he used to give you no money, God remove him. Child or something when you used to waste your money at school, you're going to realize that now this child I go at school and bright like what? I study. Everything are going good. The family members who used to name you out, God remove them. And when you do that, and you're comfortable now, everything the devil has sent them one after the other. He just has send them left, right, and center. That is what he will do. And you see, anytime you see that, I believe anytime we realize that our life is going a particular direction and we have the individuals coming now trying to distract us, I believe that is the time when we're supposed to draw for this. That is the time when we're supposed to go down on our knee and even start prayer. Pray even harder, because anytime you see that something good are going on in your life, you're on the right track. So my word to someone tonight, don't let other people's business distract you from focusing on what you're supposed to focus on. Don't let other people's business distract you from building yourself, from building your business, making sure that you achieve something. Because you're going to realize that you're going to sit there for how much 10 years focusing on what the other person doing, and guess what? Nothing now going on in your life. You don't have a house, you don't have a job, you don't have a car, you're not now going. You're just stagnant because you're busy focusing on what the next person doing. Don't let that reach you. So guys, it was a pleasure being with you all tonight. And Terence, blessings to you, dearest. And please, don't judge a book by the cover. Don't do that. Okay, so guys, it was a blessing being with you all, and I hope and pray that God will continue to guide and protect each and every one of you. And please focus on yourself, focus on ways to build yourself, and stop focus on people problems. Simple, put it like that. So good night, one and all. Hold on there. I don't know if you don't realize, I say good night, but let me say this. I don't know if you don't realize, say, the man come out of prison, because I was looking at it the other day, cartel. In come out of prison, you realize where my focus on? The man not business about nothing, The man just enjoy him catty and enjoy him time, And when I look at that, I say, prison has taught this man so much. It humble him. That's what I think. I don't know if it is just for a moment, but to me, it humble him in letting him realize what life is and we're supposed to really appreciate. So I just hope that while we're sitting down watching these individuals, we will take away something from them. We'll just sit, analyze, and take away a message from every single one that we have on our platform that we sit and watch. So guys, good night. And as I said before, peace and blessing to you all.